Hi ladies, Jackie here. We are going to do a nice full body gentle stretch. You guys might be feeling some soreness because it's day 3, and know that you can always come back to this exercise anytime throughout the next 4 weeks or anytime moving forward that you just need a nice full body stretch. All you need today is your yoga mat and your beautiful self. So let's go ahead and start. We're just gonna have our feet a little bit wider than hip width apart, gently swinging those arms side to side, warming up your body, warming up your spine. We're going to gently add a knee lift on every other swing. Knee lift. Might be a little confusing at the beginning, but you'll get it. Yes, yes. Oh, feels so good after all of those intense workouts we've been doing. Do a couple more. Good, last one this side. And let's go ahead and swing those arms to that big arm circles. Warming up those shoulder blades. I like to step side to side, but you don't have to. You can literally just stay right here. Do whatever your body is calling you to do. Excellent. Warming up all those joints. Yes, and let's go ahead and reverse those arm circles, big arm circles. Now ladies, if you do have really tender joints, your arm circles are not going to be very big. Listen to your body, and then as you start warming up, you can increase the size or the diameter of those arm circles. Good, a few more. I'm already feeling it in my arms and my shoulders. Good. Let's go ahead and open our arms up to a T, and we're going to do a nice shoulder stretch, bringing one arm across the body, and then you're going to gently pull, like right around the elbow, and you're going to pull that arm into your body. You should feel a nice stretch in your deltoids or your shoulder. Big word there. Oh, and make sure that you always breathe. You don't want to hold your breath throughout any of these exercises. Breath is life energy, life force, and you want to make sure that you're breathing so you're oxygenating those muscles. Good, open up and switch sides. Hold here. You can move your hips, you can stand. Girl, listen to your body, do what feels really good and natural to you. And just make sure you're breathing. Now one thing, we do want to watch our posture, so we're not going to be like hunched over or whatever. You want to make sure that your core is tight the entire time. You got it. Good, nice and relaxing. Excellent, a couple more breaths here. Good, open it up. And now we're going to do a chest stretch. So you're going to grab your hands behind your back. Think about clasping the palms of your hands together and really, really open. So right now we're just squeezing the palms of the hands together here. And in a minute we'll open it up so the palms are not together and you'll get a little bit more. So you get a nice front shoulder stretch and your chest is stretching here. Breathing. One more deep breath in. And exhale, relax the palms, opening up those hands. And then think about squeezing the arms up. Ah, yes, it feels so incredible. Feels so, so good. Good, let's go ahead and release it. Shake out the arms a little bit. Now let's go ahead and clasp the hands in front and press the arms away from your body. Think about spreading your shoulder blades apart. Now on this stretch, you're gonna feel a nice stretch in your upper back. Really think about rounding the back. Kind of like when you do the cat-cow stretch in our yoga. We're rounding the upper back, getting a nice good stretch. I like to kind of go side to side, so I get a little bit more stretch in the side body as well. Good, go ahead and release it. Shake out the arms. We're gonna do a tricep stretch. So on this, we're gonna tap your back and pull that elbow in towards your ear. Good, go ahead and keep holding and breathing. It feels so yummy. Good job. Oh, good. Go ahead and release, and now switch sides. Pat your back on the other side, pulling the elbow in towards the ear. So ladies, when we're doing all these LIIT workouts, we're always getting our heart rate up in every single one of these workouts that we're doing. So we're always working that our biggest, probably most important muscle, our heart. But we're also, when we're using the weights, we're shortening our muscles. And this stretch, some of the Pilates, some of the yoga, we're really, really stretching our muscles and lengthening and elongating our muscles. So it's important that we do all of them. We don't want to skip any of these. Good, let's go ahead and release it. Shake it out, give me a little shimmy. Let's do one of our Plant Chicks dance parties. We haven't done one of those in a minute, right? All right, we're gonna take it into a high lunge. So one foot is standing in front of the other. Now when you lunge, you don't want to be on a tightrope. You want to make sure your feet are about hip width apart. And with the high lunge, so beginners or like lower, if you want to modify the modification, you're not going to bend the front leg as much. If you want to increase the intensity, you're going to bend in a little bit deeper. I'm going to be about moderate. But we're going to come into a high lunge, holding here. Let's go ahead and relax the arms down actually. And we're just going to bend the back knee in and press it back. So as you bend in, you're getting a nice hip flexor stretch. Push back, another hip flexor stretch. So it's in and back. In and back. Let's do 4, 3, 2, last one. Let's hold it here. One more breath. And now we're going to adjust the weight. Weight comes on the back leg, and we're going to go into a hamstring stretch. So the front leg is straight. Make sure you're not locking the knee. Toes are facing up, and you want to lean forward, stretching out the hamstrings. You might need to bend that front knee a little bit, and you just bend as far as is comfortable to you. Good, hold it here. And gently press the toes down towards the mat. Roll it up. And let's go ahead and shake it out before we do the same thing on the other side. So we're lunging. Again, you can adjust the intensity of this stretch. Really thinking about elongating the back leg. Try and keep the knee straighter. You don't ever want to lock it out. And then we're going to bend it, getting a nice hip flexor stretch. Press back. Bend. Press back. Core is engaged. Here's 4. You're breathing. 2. Last one. Hold it here. Sink down a little bit more, getting a really nice, good hip flexor stretch. One more breath here. We'll take a nice deep breath in. And exhale, we're going to adjust it and take it back into that hamstring stretch. Your weight is a lot in the back leg and then also like kind of in between the two legs. Foot is flexed, protecting those knees, feeling a nice good stretch. And you want to try and have all your weight in your legs, not in your upper body. You don't want to be leaning too much on the legs. Good, go ahead and press the toes down. You got it? And let's go ahead and slowly roll it up. Take a deep breath in. Exhale down. Excellent. Now, if you want, you might need to grab something that you can hold on to. We're going to do a standing figure 4 stretch. This one, ladies, this can be interesting. We'll see how I do. So you're going to have all the weight in one leg. You're going to bring the other foot up, crossing the knee over, and you might just hold it here. But you do want to try and sit back, getting a nice, good stretch. Good, good. Keep it up. Excellent. And slowly release. All right, we're going to do the same thing on the other side. All the weight is in that standing leg. Slowly lift it up, cross it over, and you're going to do you. You want to feel a nice, solid stretch in that glute. Working those neuromotor, like that balance Ooh, good. Keep holding it if you can. So gently come up and shake it out. All right, let's actually do a vinyasa in here. We're gonna take it down to the floor. Do some seated stretches. Let's take a deep breath in. Arms come up over the head. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, look halfway up. Exhale, step the feet back to a high plank. Let's go ahead and lower all the way down to the mat. Inhale, look up, cobra. Inhale, press it back into a child's pose. Hold it here. And let's go ahead and gently tuck the toes under and press it into a downward facing dog. Let's go ahead and walk that dog. Good, good. And press both heels all the way down to the mat. Come up onto your tippy toes, all the way down to the mat. And let's do that for 5, 4. Your gaze is at your belly button. 2 more. And last one. Gently bend those knees and bring it down to a seated position. From here, we are going to extend the left leg straight out in front of us. Right foot is bent in. I'm just going to show you to the front right here. Right foot is bent in, arms come up. And you're going to exhale as you fold forward. Now ladies, I'm going to turn back to the side so you can see. You want to try and press the back of your knee down towards the mat. And you are going to walk it out, your hands out, as far as your body is. As soon as you start feeling it in your hamstrings, maybe your lower back, that's where you're going to stop. And if you're super, super tight, you can actually sit on a pillow or a yoga block, so you're elevating the hips, and that's going to take a lot of pressure off your back and your hip flexors. Good, let's go ahead and release it, walk the hands up, and we're going to extend both legs out in front, shake it out, and now bend the left foot in, or the left knee, right leg is extended. Think about keeping the toes pointed up to the ceiling. Knees are pressed down towards the mat. Inhale and exhale as you fold forward. Listening to your body and taking that stretch to what is comfortable for you. The only competition, ladies, that we have when we work out is ourselves, is our mental, like what our thoughts that are happening inside our brain. Some days your stretching or your workout might go perfectly. And then the next day you could be completely off. It doesn't matter. All that matters is that you did it, you're doing it, you're here. So the only competition we have is within this mat and in between our ears. Good, let's go ahead and release. From here we're gonna do a little vinyasa, just get our heart rate going a little bit. But we're not going to do like the crazy vinyasas that I do in the yoga. Let's push it back into a plank. Lower down. Let's take it up to a cobra. So our bellies are on the mat. Lift up, inhale. Exhale, push it back into a downward facing dog. Inhale, right leg lifts up. Bring the knee to the nose as you exhale. And now take that foot on the outside of your right hand. We're going to take it into a lizard lunge. So we can extend that step so you can walk the feet up apart a little bit more. And if you want to, we can drop the elbows, drop the forearms down to the mat. And you can also walk the right leg out to the side a little bit more. And you can go onto the edge of your foot. You can also, let's go ahead and drop that back leg down, untuck the toe. Now if you need to increase the intensity a little bit more, you can press that knee away from your body. Think about pressing your shoulder away from the knee. We want to hold it here for a few breaths. I'm feeling my hips nice and tight from the past 2 days. Good, let's go ahead and bend the back leg if you have this stretch in you to add a little bit more of a stretch in your hip flexor in that left leg. You got it, ladies. Now this one is optional. You do not have to do this. You can keep that left foot on the mat. Good, let's go ahead and release it. Bring your hands down to the mat, and you're going to slowly walk that right ankle over to your left wrist. So the right knee is by the right wrist, and you're going to walk it out for pigeon. Now typically I hold this pigeon pose for a long, long time. We're just going to get comfortable in this. And today, ladies, I'm really feeling this in my hips, so I'm going to stay right here instead of walking my hands all the way out. We can increase the intensity by straightening it this way. But if that's too much, you walk it up and you stay right here. Super important that we listen to our body the entire time, every workout. Good. Feeling a little bit better. Gonna bring it here. Excellent, excellent. One more breath together. Inhale. And exhale as you walk your hands back up. And from here, let's go ahead and bring it into a plank. Woo. And let's go ahead and lower all the way down. We're going to do a cobra. We're doing that vinyasa. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, tuck the toes under. Press it back into a downward facing dog. Walk it out. Good. Inhale, left leg comes up. Inhale, let's go ahead and take it in. And we're going to take the foot, place it to the outside of the left hand. We walk it out a little bit more. I'm going to hold it here just a little bit because I'm getting a really nice stretch in my hip flexor, also my inner thighs, my adductors. Hold it here for a little bit more, a couple more breaths. Try and keep those shoulders relaxed. We don't want to have them up here. Relaxing the shoulders, pulling the shoulder blades together. On your exhale, you're going to drop your back knee down. We can walk the foot out a little bit more. You can go up onto the side. And if you want to, you can press your knee away from the midline of your body. You can look back. This is where you listen to your body. You might not even need to do this part. You can stay right here. Listen to you. We're doing a lot of lunges. We do a lot of work on sliders. We're getting a lot of inner thigh work here, and I'm feeling the stretch big time. And it feels good. It's just what my body needs right now. To increase the intensity, the option is to pull that knee or the foot into your tushy. Getting a nice, wonderful, yummy hip flexor stretch on your left leg. Feels so, so good. You know, Marcy and I like to call stretching our cool down. We like to call it dessert. It's what you look forward to for like the entire meal, right? And then when you have it, you're like, oh, this is so good. So this is what stretching is. It's just like a big, giant hug to yourself. Feels so good. Good, let's go ahead and release it. And you're gonna gently inch that foot over to the opposite wrist. So left knee comes towards that left wrist. Inhale, lift up. We're walking it out for that pigeon. You might need to walk it back and forth a little bit, getting a nice, wonderful stretch in here. This is the same area where we were stretching on that standing figure 4. Good. This is a little bit more intense than the standing figure 4. This is a really, really nice stretch, ladies. If you're sitting a lot, really for anyone. This is an incredible stretch if you're a runner, if you're sitting a lot. This is just a really nice hip opener for you to do. If you're feeling really stressed, this is also a really beautiful stretch for you to do. Hold it here. Keep breathing. Let's do 2 more breaths. Inhaling. And exhaling. Good, one more, deep breath in. And on the exhale, let's go ahead and gently walk the hands back in towards our body. Swing that back leg to the front of the mat. Grab behind those knees, and we are going to roll it down to a laying down position. And let's go ahead and pull the knees into the chest. And if you want to, you can hold the knees here, or you can hold under the knees. It's totally your call, whatever feels comfortable for you. But let's just go ahead and do some really small knee circles in one direction. Massaging that lower back in towards the mat. Good, let's go ahead and reverse the direction of those circles. Keep it up. Excellent, go ahead and release. And let's take it into a happy baby. So you're extending those legs towards the ceiling. You grab the outside of the foot and you pull those knees down towards your body. And if you want to, you can kind of kick one leg out at a time. Listen to what your body is asking you to do. And honor that. Love yourself right where you are today, in this moment, because you are amazing. We're so proud of you for being here, doing this LIIT workout. Such an incredibly intense, powerful workout, and it's so much fun. One of our favorite parts of this program is the community. We cannot do this life alone. We've got to have each other. And you guys made it so amazing. Good, let's go ahead and release it. Grab behind those knees, slowly roll it up to a sitting position. If your knees are elevated above your hips, grab a pillow or a yoga block and you're gonna sit on it. So you're going to elevate your hips so that your knees are not above your hips. You're gonna sit in a comfortable position. Inhale, arms come up above the head. Exhale, good. Inhale, arms come up. Bring your hands to prayer, bring it to heart center. And ladies, you did it. Another day. Remember, if at any time you're feeling super, super tight, try an Epsom salt bath and then come back to the stretching workout, the stretching routine. You can do this anytime, anywhere, any place, and make sure that you do stretch those muscles, elongate those muscles. You are amazing. Thank you so much for stretching with me today. Have an amazing day, and I can't wait to see you on social.